Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Colon Podcast. I'm your host Renat, and today we have our co-host Ratish. Um, so in today's episode, we're going to talk about something a little bit graphic, something a little bit serious. So all the links will be in the description below. The places where we got our sources and the places where we got our information for what we're going to talk about today. And what are we going to talk about today? Ratish, is it okay if I give a small
Yeah, go ahead.
description of it for
Go
our
ahead.
for those of you who are disturbed by this or find stuff like this offensive or sensitive? You can obviously, here's the warning. You can check out another video of ours. But
Yeah.
so I'll briefly explain what's going on. So the Sri Lankan police, they've arrested a total of 32 individuals over the case of a 15-year-old girl who has been sold online for sexual exploitation. So this is what the police media spokesperson, DIG Ajit Rohan, said this past week. So by the 3rd of July, around 28 individuals were, um, including the victimized teen, some other people, vice chairman of the Meenpale Pradeshi Sabha. So that's like, again, um, government community officer, vehicle drivers, everybody, gem merchant, several crew members, everybody were arrested. So who published the advertisement? So and then on the 4th of July, another four individuals have been arrested. So that's how we got to the total of 30, and then another 12 suspects have been identified. So it's a huge case, and it's not just happening in Sri Lanka; it's happening around the world, stuff like this. So Ratish, can you brief us in detail what's going on?
Well, women are being sold online, bro. That's it. To be like this, is like in terms, in short, women are being sold online. Like not even women, bro. These are 15-year-olds, girls.
Children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
children, and especially like, and as well as they have been apparently raped too in this case. So
Oh
this is
yeah, yeah,
only
that's the whole
only
point. Yeah.
one victim, dude. This is only one victim. How many victims are more there? As well as the names which are included in this case are like former Maldivian state minister, as well as the deputy chairman of Mihintale, some government officials too, right? You know,
Maldivian, as you said that
exactly.
right. Maldivian politician,
Yes,
state senators, first state ministers, and all that. So, but
exactly.
these big players, these are not like mafia members or drug cartel members. These are like people in your country, that people who you voted for, who you trust. These people are doing this
Exactly.
to the
Government
citizens of the
officials,
country.
certainly.
Government officials. So
And
this is why people don't trust the government, and people hate the government when stuff like this. This is obviously the worst of the worst things that could happen. They do a lot more stuff which are even worse. So not as bad, but everything they do is bad, especially
like,
nowadays. So
mm,
um, it's really disturbing. I mean, I knew something like this was happening, but not in the government. I didn't know the government individuals were involved. So that's the most frightening part.
exactly right.
You know,
The government who was supposed
I
to,
think
protect us and all, like they have
that's
been
it.
like the government officials, brother, who have been supporting this. I'm just really devastated about the incidents. And the worst case is the among the victims who were arrested, her mother also was arrested too. The worst part.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
Yeah, as
she
for
was
no,
also arrested after
no,
victimized team.
no justice. So I mean, we're not going to talk about conspiracy theories. We can do that on a later channel. You guys can comment down below. So, you know, I think everybody's involved, like from the bottom up to the big boys in
Yeah,
the government. I think everybody involved. Everybody knows about this. It is a big business if you think about it. Like selling it to rich people in the country or outside the country. Like you mentioned, Maldivian state minister, some rich guy in Maldives who wants someone young. So
like apparently they
horrendous.
have been
Absolutely.
sold for 30,000 in that range itself. 30,000 rupees itself.
10,000 rupees.
Yeah,
Dude, for that low,
yeah.
they've been they are
As per the
risking.
Lankan ads, I guess. Apparently, they have been sold in a website called Lanka Ad or something. So in that website,
Okay.
they have been published. Like the girl is for 30,000 rupees.
Oh my. This
Yeah.
is in a public website, like you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Public website. It's not even done in a ring, no, it's not done in a, what do you call those, organized crime rings. It's done
Right.
online. It's for
Yeah.
everybody to access them. And oh, yeah, sure, here's my credit card number. Yeah. So
Exactly.
it's really frightening.
Like it's so it is like like so regular, right? You just go up on that website and fucking order a girl. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it's really messed up. So
It's really
that's the
messed
thing. So
up.
by the really messed up. It's probably messed up. I mean, I knew this was happening. Of course, it happens around the world, but not from the government, like I mentioned earlier, not from the government. So
Government
yeah,
officials.
absolute. And all of these people, the country's in a, it's as corrupt as it gets. It's as corrupt as it gets.
Uh,
Um, so the
like
the website that we referenced, by the way, I'll just add this. The website that we referenced was Other Theranos. This is a hot topic which is going on in Sri Lanka. So
yeah,
this is going.
like in Twitter also it was trending for a
Ongoing.
while. Like many people were uh saying like hashtag of Arrows rapist and justice for women were trending. And
Yeah, trending
exactly.
on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah,
So,
Instagram
so
and
if you
Twitter.
check Theranos, you can get more information, more opinions from people who have some sort of an insight into stuff like this. But obviously, we didn't
Exactly.
cover. We're not going to cover that because it's not verified stuff. So this stuff is verified from the website othertherana.lk. That's a leading news site in Sri Lanka. So of course, we don't know what else is going on. What else they're hiding?
No
This
man,
is
like
a
if they
government.
were brought up to
Right?
court, the case might be leading for like 10, 15 years. So after that, while it was like the case is not even sufficient, the details are not sufficient enough. Like in this case, I like we need an instant justification, bro. Instant justice, you know, like without taking that much time. Yeah. If you know the criminals, like investigate about it, immediately give them justice immediately afterwards.
On the
Like
spot,
in that
10 to
significant
15
period of time, yeah, these people can get out lawyers, get a bailout easily.
hours. Yeah, they can escape the country. Worst case scenario, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Exactly.
So that's the worst part of the judicial
Judiciary
or
system, yeah, that's the like, yeah, it is correct. I'm not complaining it. It should be immediate, you know it should be immediate. Like the criminals should be
uh,
punished immediately, like if you got to find it
yeah, to get verified. Everything is evidence is pointing towards that direction. Boom, on the
immediately.
spot.
Like I
Don't
have
go to
known
jail.
some cases, man. Like literally, I have known some cases which take years, years of
Yeah,
times. 3, 4, 5 years. Like damn, sir.
according to this is a very famous lawyer in Sri Lanka. By famous as in Instagram famous lawyer. He's an advocate for all those LGBTQ and all. I forgot his name. Arita, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
So he once said in an Instagram post that usually stuff like this, let's say if the girl's mom or somebody filed for court case, it will take like a very long time, more than a year, more than 5 to 10 years for a case like this to be solved or to come to resolution.
Yeah,
So any allegation like that will take 5 to 10 years. So imagine that to get justice, you have to spend that much money and time and worry about it for 5 to 10 years. So
exactly,
in
exactly.
court.
And bro, like I should like address this too. So all these, I don't know, rape victims should come out, dude. So they should come up
Mhm.
and you know ask for the justice itself, without like society itself is victim blaming, right? We are victim blaming. So we are,
Blaming
yeah,
others.
we're not like actually, fuck,
It's
you
the
know
issue with Sri Lankan society because we
exactly, we are
blame the
victim
woman.
blaming, man. We are not supporting the person who's been affected at all. We are blaming them instead without the victim who raped. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, oh, it's the clothes, it's
Yeah,
the time,
exactly,
all
the
that crazy
time.
stuff. It makes sense.
And
which
we
doesn't
should
make sense at
be
all.
more concerned
So
about the safety of the society as well. Men are here to
yeah,
protect the women ultimately, right? We were created, we were like evolutionized for it. We are supposed to protect women, and now uh, at most we are the threat for women right now, brother.
the threat. So
Yeah,
it's not just an issue here; it's an issue around the world.
around the
So I
world,
mean,
around the world.
um, it's not just here. So um, yeah, I mean, sad thing is, this column podcast or whatever is not going to help this. Our duty is to report what's going
Yeah,
on and
it, it will
our
help, certainly
opinion.
help, man. It will like make people
To
talk about it. Make people talk about it, make people to come out, if they have been sexually exploited or in anything. Like if they come out, they would be the
They'll
the
be the
crime
victim blamed. Yeah.
criminals would be in the jail. That's the thing. Most people are not coming out, brother.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they risk their career, they risk their getting
exactly.
protection from their families and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't come out as well if I was in that position because I don't want to risk what I have right now, right? I would just shove it inside
But
my that
that
memory
makes
inside
an
my head.
advantage for the criminals as well. They make more crimes. That's the problem. So the crime rates will eventually increase if you think about it. If many people don't come out.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't. So, do you know anybody who's been affected? Like, I don't personally. So, so imagine if I was a woman, if I was affected, so I'll be the only one coming out. So, if there was like, let's say, two, three, five people at max, uh, who have similar stories, all backing up anonymously,
Hmm.
boom, then we can make a change,
Yeah.
especially against one person, for example. That's what they did to Harvey Weinstein, right? And Bill Cosby and all that. Bill Cosby's out, by the way.
Hmm. No, the worst part is we act like we want to arrest the rapist, but we are not coming out and filing a case without an actual, documentation. You can't arrest. That's the problem.
It's, sometimes it's about one person's word against another. Not in this particular case. In some cases, in
Yeah,
this particular case, there's evidence is there, everything is there. All you have to do is have the law in place. But
support. Yeah,
I don't think that's one. So if you can find more links, we'll put it in the description for our viewers to check it out. So this is
yeah.
just what we've been exposed to by this website,
Hmm.
and if you guys want, you can do more research. Ultimately, the point is what you've been saying this entire episode. This is wrong, and we gotta shed some light into it.
Yes, certainly wrong.
Ultimately, ultimately, that's the end goal.
So,
To shed some light into it. Yeah,
uh,
get people talking about it.
exactly, get people talking about it. And if you have ever been affected by it, come on, just come on. People, like, I think most of them will be supporting in this progressive generation itself. I guess most people, most
That's the
people.
yeah. That's I guess the opposite of the opposing side of this cancel culture and progressive culture. Stuff like this gets called out on the spot.
Hmm.
Um, there are obviously the downsides of cancel culture and
Yeah,
all that
no,
stuff,
cancel
but
culture is BS, man. My God.
like the whole point of this progressive culture, like stuff like that gets called out, and
Hmm.
rightfully so.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, we can make some change.
Comment your thoughts about it. Yeah, comment your
Absolutely.
thoughts about this seriously. So,
Good call. Yeah. All right.
and signing off, caller.